Welcome to ECLN 360. Today's topic is epithelial tissue features and functions. The first part of this video, that is the cell junctions, have already been included in another video. Please watch that video so that you will understand the various types of cell junctions which are arranging the cells together to form the tissues. Epithelial tissues. An epithelial tissue or epithelium consists of cells arranged in continuous sheets in either single or multiple layers. In this figure, you can see that the cells are arranged in multiple layers or stratified layers. But in some cases, the epithelium, which are very thin, it is arranged in a single layer. It depends on the function and the location of the epithelium. Epithelial cells are usually found in two areas, as surface epithelium or in the glands as a secretory part. The surface epithelium means the epithelium which lines the various organs, the outside of various organs, or the ducts or the lumen of internal organs. So these are lined by epithelium, surface epithelium. And these serve the function of absorption, secretion, excretion, protection. And the other pattern which is found in our body is the glands, as a secretory part of glands, which secrete various enzymes, mucus, etc. So these are the locations where we find epithelial tissue. Also, these epithelial cells are found in the form of special sense organs when it combines with the nervous tissue. We will discuss it later with the functions. And now we are going to the surfaces of epithelial cells, the features of epithelial cells. It has got three surfaces: the apical or free surface, which faces the body surface cavity or the lumen of an internal organ, and this surface may contain microvilli or cilia. The second one is a lateral surface. Lateral surface is which on the adjacent sides of the cells. Basal surface is opposite to the apical surface. That is the deepest layer of epithelial cells. It adheres to the basement membrane. This is a diagrammatic representation of epithelium, which is consisting of epithelial cells which are tightly arranged to form the epithelium. And it has got three surfaces: apical surface or free surface, which face the body surface, a body cavity, or the lumen of the internal organ. For example, if this is an intestine, then the apical surface will be opening to the or facing the lumen of the intestine, and the basal surface, which will be deep to the epithelial layer, and a basal surface will be adhering to the basement membrane. And these are the lateral surfaces. These lateral surfaces are the surfaces of the adjacent epithelial cells. And this is the basal surface, which is adhering to the basement membrane. The basal surface will have the proteins integrins, which will adhere to the proteins in the basal lamina of the basement membrane. The protein which is present in the basal lamina is laminins. So these will adhere together, and that cell junction is called hemidesmosomes. So the basal surface is the deepest layer of epithelium, and the apical surface is the superficial layer. So in this figure, I have shown only an epithelium which is arranged in a single layer. But in some tissues like epidermis, it will be having different layers. It will be in stratified manner. So in such cases, we have to know that the basal surface is a surface which is adhering to the basement membrane, and the apical surface is a surface which is on the top and facing the surface of the body. Okay. So next is the basement membrane. It is a thin extracellular layer that consists of two layers. You have already seen in that figure the basal lamina and the reticular lamina. Basal lamina is closer to the epithelial layer, and reticular lamina is closer to the connective tissue layer. What are the functions of basement membrane? Anchoring the epithelial cell to its underlying connective tissue by cell junction hemidesmosomes. It forms a surface along which the epithelial cells migrate during growth or wound healing. When something happens to the epithelial cells, the cells will undergo regeneration. And you know, the epithelial cells, they are having higher rate of mitosis because usually the epithelium is having a function of protection. So in surfaces where there is more wear and tear, usually the need for cell regeneration occurs. So in such cases, the basement membrane forms a surface along which these cells migrate during that growth. Then they restrict passage of larger molecules between connective tissue and epithelium, and it also participates in filtration of blood in the kidneys. So these are the main important functions of basement membrane. Altogether, the features of epithelium. It has got three surfaces: apical surface, lateral surface, and basal surface. Another one is it has its own nerve supply. It is avascular. It is getting its nourishment from the underlying connective tissue. Since there is chance of wear and tear, it has got high rate of cell division. Next, moving on to the functions of epithelium. As I've already discussed, that the epithelium are found as either surface epithelium or glandular epithelium. So those epithelium which is serving as surface epithelium will have the functions of protection, filtration, absorption, excretion. Protection, as of in case of skin. Skin is consisting of epidermis. Epidermis means it is a form of squamous, stratified squamous epithelium. So that serves as protective barrier. So it serves a function of protection. The next is filtration. In case of nephrons, the glomerulus, it is filtrating the blood. Then next is those surface which are found on the intestines. Their main function is absorption of nutrients. Then excretion. This is also found in the intestines as well as in the nephrons. Then the secretion, that is found in the glands. So the glands usually have a secretory part, and that secretory part is made up of epithelial cells. Another important function of epithelium is that when these tissues combines with nervous tissue, it forms special sense organs, that is smell, hearing, vision, and touch. So these are the important functions of epithelium. I hope you have understood this small session. I have prepared some review questions. Please go through these review questions. The answers are given in the next slide. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.